What if I told you that somewhere right now, a tiger is cuddling with a pig, a dolphin is playing catch with a dog, and an elephant considers a chicken its best friend? You'd probably think I've been watching too many Disney movies, right? But here's the thing. These friendships are 100% real, and they're about to completely change how you see the animal kingdom. We've all been taught that nature is brutal. Survival of the fittest. Eat or be eaten. But what if I told you that's only half the story? What if some of the most incredible relationships on Earth happen between animals that should technically be mortal enemies? Today, we're diving into the most heartwarming, mind-blowing animal friendships that prove Mother Nature has a soft spot for love stories. Owen and Mizzy, when a baby hippo adopted a tortoise as mom. Picture this, it's 2004 and the devastating tsunami hits the coast of Kenya. Among the chaos and destruction, rescuers find a baby hippo, barely alive, washed up on the shore. His family is gone. He's alone, terrified, and weighing in at just 600 pounds of pure heartbreak. They name him Owen and bring him to a wildlife sanctuary. Now here's where it gets incredible. In that sanctuary lived Mizzy, a 130-year-old giant tortoise who had been minding his own business for over a century. This tortoise had seen it all. 2 world wars, the rise and fall of empires, and probably thought he was done with surprises. But Owen had other plans. The moment this baby hippo saw Mizzy, something magical happened. Maybe it was the tortoise's gray color that reminded him of his mother, or maybe it was just destiny. Owen immediately adopted this ancient tortoise as his new mom. And here's the kicker. Mizzy, who had lived alone for decades, welcomed this massive baby with open, well, flippers. They began sleeping together, eating together, and swimming together. Owen would follow Mizzy everywhere, and the tortoise actually started moving faster to accommodate his new son. Wildlife experts were baffled. A mammal and a reptile. A social animal and a solitary one. A baby and a senior citizen. It shouldn't work, but their bond was unbreakable. Bubbles and Bella, the elephant and dog power duo. Let me tell you about the most unlikely roommates in South Carolina. Bubbles is an African elephant who weighs 9,000 pounds. Bella is a Labrador who weighs about 40 pounds. Do the math, Bubbles could accidentally step on Bella and not even notice. But these two are absolutely inseparable. Bubbles was rescued from ivory poachers in Africa and brought to a wildlife preserve. Bella was just a stray dog who wandered onto the property. They met when Bella was still a puppy, and it was love at first sight. Now, here's where it gets adorable. Bella rides on Bubbles' back like she's her personal chauffeur. They play in the river together, with Bubbles using her trunk to splash water while Bella paddles around like she owns the place. But my favorite part? When Bella wants to play fetch, she brings the ball to Bubbles. This 9,000-pound elephant gently picks up a tennis ball with her trunk and launches it across the field for her tiny best friend. It's like having the world's most powerful pitching machine that happens to love you unconditionally. The sanctuary workers say they've never seen anything like it. Bubbles becomes visibly distressed when Bella isn't around, and Bella refuses to sleep anywhere except curled up next to her massive friend. Surya and Roscoe, the orangutan who adopted a dog. In South Carolina, there's an orangutan named Surya who completely rewrote the rules of animal behavior. Surya was taking his daily walk around the preserve when he encountered a stray hound dog named Roscoe. Now, orangutans are typically cautious around other animals, especially dogs. But Surya? He immediately embraced Roscoe. Literally. What happened next sounds like something from a fairy tale. Surya began caring for Roscoe like he was his own baby. He would groom the dog, share his food, and even carry him around. Roscoe, meanwhile, seemed to understand that he had just won the lottery. He had found the most gentle, caring protector in the animal kingdom. The most incredible part? Surya taught himself to walk upright on 2 legs just so he could carry Roscoe around more easily. This orangutan literally changed his natural behavior to accommodate his new best friend. They would swim together, play together, and explore together. Surya would even share his blanket with Roscoe during nap time. Wildlife experts called it unprecedented. An orangutan essentially adopting and parenting a completely different species. Tara and Bella, the elephant who mourned her best friend. This story will make you believe in soulmates. At an elephant sanctuary in Tennessee lived Tara, an 8,700-pound Asian elephant, and Bella, a small dog who had wandered onto the property. For 8 years, they were absolutely inseparable. Bella would ride on Tara's back as they roamed the 2,700-acre sanctuary. When Bella got too old to make the long walks, Tara would slow down and stay close to the barn where her friend rested. They had their own language. Bella would bark and Tara would rumble back in elephant speak. But here's where this story gets incredibly moving. When Bella was attacked by coyotes and died, Tara's grief was heartbreaking to witness. This massive elephant stood vigil over her friend's body for hours. She wouldn't eat. She wouldn't leave the area. The sanctuary workers said they had never seen an elephant mourn like that. Tara understood loss in a way that showed just how deep their friendship had been. It proved that love and grief aren't uniquely human emotions. They're universal languages that cross all species barriers. Coco and Allball, the gorilla who asked for a kitten. Here's a story that'll mess with everything you think you know about gorillas. Coco was a famous gorilla who learned sign language. She could communicate with humans, express emotions, and even make jokes. But in 1984, she made a request that stunned everyone. She asked for a kitten for her birthday. The researchers weren't sure what to do. A 300-pound gorilla wanting a tiny, fragile kitten? It seemed like a recipe for disaster. But Coco was persistent. She kept signing cat and pointing to pictures of kittens. Finally, they gave her a small gray kitten. Coco named him Allball because he had no tail and reminded her of a ball. What happened next was pure magic. Coco treated Allball like her own baby. She would carry him gently, groom him carefully, and play with him for hours. She even tried to nurse him, showing maternal instincts that crossed species lines completely. The most incredible part? When Allball was accidentally killed by a car, Coco grieved openly. She signed cry and sad repeatedly. She mourned her little friend in a way that proved animals experience the same depth of emotion that humans do. This friendship showed the world that intelligence, love, and loss aren't uniquely human experiences. They're shared by creatures we're only beginning to understand. So there you have it. Proof that the animal kingdom is full of love stories that would make Hollywood jealous. Owen the hippo who found a mother in a 130-year-old tortoise. Bubbles the elephant who became best friends with a dog 225 times smaller than her. Surya the orangutan who adopted a stray dog and changed his entire lifestyle for love. Tara the elephant who showed us what true friendship looks like. And Coco the gorilla who proved that maternal love knows no boundaries. Which friendship touched you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. I love hearing your thoughts. And if you know of any other incredible animal friendships, share them in the comments. The animal kingdom is full of surprises, and your story might just make it into our next video.